Hi everybody, it's Rachel here at Harmonia Therapies, and I thought I would go through lava shells today because I haven't done a little video for a while, and rather than me do my normal ramblings about nothing, I thought I would share why I think these are absolutely fantastic to add into a massage. Whether you're looking for a sports massage or a relaxation massage, one of these hot lava shells can really make a tremendous difference. First, let's talk about the shell. So it's a tiger clam shell. Hopefully you can all see that quite clearly. They're also sanded down so that all the edges are completely smooth. So I don't know whether you can see that very clearly, but I'm literally running my hand over that. And then they are glued together. A hole is drilled round, and then you put your two elements inside, one of which is the gel. I call it a tea bag, but this is where it starts to get quite clever because it is it's a combination of all natural ingredients in this, not obviously in a plastic wrapper. That's another joy, isn't it? But it comes out looking like, hence I call it a tea bag. But it's got magnesium, iron and volcanic rock, and the idea is you put that in. You can see it's just a tiny bit of powder in that. You put it inside the shell, and then you use stage 2, which is the activator, which is basically a saline solution. And when you add that into that pocket, which you've put in the shell, so here is, I love, you know I like my Blue Peter moments. Here's one I used earlier on today. So this is still warm. So this is from an hour and a half ago. No, 2 hours most probably since I put it on. And you take out the tea bag and it has expanded. You can see a before and after in proper Blue Peter moments. That's what it looks like before. That's what it looks like after. So the elements within absorb the saline solution and they form an ectothermic reaction. Lovely bit of science gets involved here. That's still warm in my hand. This enables the shell to stay hot. So as opposed to, if any of you have had a hot stone therapy, which is lovely, but the thing is with hot stone therapy is because they're using lava rocks, you have to put them on a medium that keeps them hot, and as soon as you take them off the heat, they cool. These keep on retaining their heat. So we're 2 hours later, that's still warm, which obviously means as far as massage goes, you can maintain that heat throughout the treatment. Add in the shell, and this is because the shell, as you can see, is almost as fine as porcelain. You can see the light going through that. Because it's so fine, I can still feel the muscles and the tissues underneath the shell as I'm massaging. So as opposed to the stones that feel quite inanimate, this obviously is, but because it's so thin, I can still feel everything underneath the shell, which means if I'm working not this little beauty end here, as you can see, which is the natural curvature of the shell, is a great way of working in knots. But the idea of these is that if you're adding heat into a massage, as soon as you add heat into muscles that you're trying to work, it allows the muscle fibres to relax, which means that I can work deeper but with less pain. So for any of you who, you hate that pain of, when people pop the knots and you kind of go, oh, I can't bear that, then have a think about trying one of these, because you're heating the tissue as you're working, it's far more enjoyable. Also, it feels lovely to have heat on you as you're being massaged. It feels so much more relaxing, and that heat will last the whole length of your massage, even if you're having a 90-minute massage. So I can add one of these into any session that we do, or if you want to go for an absolute ultimate, then I do an hour and a half hot lava shell, and I use 2, possibly 3 shells and I alternate, because what happens with the shells is they get really, really hot, and then as you dissipate that heat, they lose the heat, you rest them for a couple of minutes and they reactivate. So as one is cooling, I use another one until we cover the whole of the body. I can use these around the face, around the, you know, those points at the back of the neck that get really, really tight and sore. These are lovely because you're not working them with points like your thumb, which can be painful. You're easing heat all the way along. Sorry to demo it on myself. Even without the heat, that feels lovely. But you can use, I used all elements of this. So forearms are a really big one. People get very tight. So I can just use the flat part and just work all the way along. So those big groups of muscles as well, hamstrings, quads, the inner thighs, again, can be really sore. You know, people hate having worked. You can just ease along the length of the muscle as you're working. So showing you on the arm, you just ease along and you're putting all that heat. I've still got some pressure on there, but the heat combined with the pressure of my hand along the shell just eases along the length of the muscle and allows that tension and all that strain that can sit in the muscle to just naturally dissipate through the tissue. So you can add it in. Pregnancy, dawn, any of the treatments that I offer, you can add these in, or you can book a 60 or 90 minute just relaxation, just using 1, 2 or 3 of these, and come and give it a go, because they really are, until you've had one, they're just so lovely to try. So I'm obviously at work at the moment, I'm in between clients. This is our lovely little treatment room. My desk is behind with, still been doing some work stuff in between clients, because you know what it's like when you run your own business. But hot lava shells, coming in their little tea bags, come and give one a try, see what all the fuss is about. Or if you're already a client and you haven't tried one, add one in, okay? Right, have a lovely day everybody, and I will catch up with you on a video very soon. Thanks for watching, bye.